one. I'll let you go, Mike.
Thank you.
Oh, here we go.
I know about these.
I think you do. Thank you so much. I told you I learned so much. I love working with you.
This is one of my favorite coins that the United States government has done.
Oh my gosh,
okay?
the size of this thing.
This is 5 ounces of pure silver.
Look at the size.
5 ounces of pure silver. I'm going to take one of the other ones that we have here. Here you go. 999 fine silver, 5 ounces. Over a quarter, this is a little different. This is a good coin. We're going to give you an opportunity to here in a minute. Look at it. Look at this coin. So it's 5 ounces of silver. I've been selling these. It's been one of our single most popularly collected coins that we have had since since I've been selling coins here. We sold the 2010 sets. Those coins are like $300, $350 a piece. I've sold some of the Denali's, I think are $300.
Yes,
I'm about to sell the Denali here in just a minute. I think those are $299 a piece for the Denali's. This is the very first, this was just released. This is the new 2017. I've never aired it before. Understand what happens. The United States government makes these 5-ounce silver coins. Now, here's the cool thing about this, and one of these, this is why they're one of our absolute best sellers. So this is for everybody that's been collecting the 5-ounce America, the Beautifuls, since we've been doing them for the last several years. This is your chance to get the 2017 now, because I know you bought all the 2016s from us and the 15s and the 14s. I'm very proud to have been able to do the spring price, because I was smart enough to lock in silver when it was lower. Let me change that. I was lucky enough to lock in silver when it was lower, because I have no crystal ball, unfortunately. And so I was able to get these. That's why I can do the spring price. I can take you $20 off. So like I take the Fort Moultrie, which was the last coin. We sold thousands of those Fort Moultries. The last coin from 2016. Those were $199. I mean, if you look at all of the other coins that I've got out there from the 5-ounce coins, I mean, they're going to go from about $179. $169 is the lowest price that I have.
And look at the size of this coin.
It's amazing.
I mean, this is not, I mean, this is 5 ounces.
Yeah.
This isn't the typical size of a coin. Yeah. They're gigantic. Look at the size of my hand.
Technically, we like to call them ginormous.
Ginormous. Okay, I can work with that. It's amazing.
I just want to show you something. This is, once again, the national advertising. I love these guys. Interesting enough, when I was a 10-year-old collecting coins, I ordered coins out of this catalog. That's how long they've been around. That's how long these guys have been around since the 50s. and I love them. I mean, you know, they're fantastic, and we order coins. They have a silver bar in here, a 1-ounce silver bar for $49.95. I'll find it here in a minute. Well, it's in here. I know it's in here because I go through this thing all the time. I love their catalog. It's $49.95 for a silver bar. So at that price, 5 of those would be $250.
Yeah.
But understand, this isn't just a silver thing, okay? This is a coin as well, and that's the secret to these. And that's why we sell so many. I only have 500 of these to go around. And I know that seems like a lot, but I've sold thousands of each of the other ones. Because the government is getting all tied up doing all this other stuff, and they're not making enough of the 5-ouncers. So people say, so it's a coin, so how many of these do they make? They're really cool, 5 ounces of pure silver in each and every one of them. So what do they make? Like an American Silver Eagle, like the 25th anniversary American Silver Eagle, which is a $1,500 coin. They made 100,000 of those, phenomenally rare. You know what they've made of these? About 30,000.
Wow.
That's the approximate mintage of a 10th anniversary American Silver Eagle, which sells for, in 70 condition, $30,000, but with 1 ounce of silver. If these were American Silver Eagles, folks, I would have to put zeros at the end of these. And what you look at is, if I go back to the 2015s that I used to sell, because silver was quite a bit less in 2015, I would sell those for $149 and $159. Back then, we sold thousands. Today, those same coins, I'm $229, $249, $279. I go back to the Bombay hooks. I sold those for $139. I'd be $279 on Bombay hooks today from 2015. Because what happens is people are starting to understand what these mean from a coin standpoint. See, because what the government did is when they originally did, they don't sell these directly to the United States public. You have to go through a system of authorized purchasers. They were trying to get silver into the hands of people. So you have right here, 999 fine, 5 ounces pure silver, 5 ounces of pure silver. These are actually quarters. It is the largest silver coin ever made by the United States Mint. And you have the opportunity to own the brand new 2017s. Now, they're done in national parks. So for those of you that are unfamiliar, so cool. Effigy Mounds is a national park, a Native American park in Iowa, where they made these mounds that look like animals. And so if you look at this, this is actually it's raised that you have right here. So it honors a very specific park in Iowa called the Effigy Mounds National Park. Now, what we do after that is then the United States government, they're basically done making these already. They're going on to the next one and the next one, and they do 5 per year. Each one of these is made for 10 weeks and 10 weeks only, and then it becomes a sold-out limited edition that by law can never be made again. So it becomes this incredible storehouse of value, over 1/4 pound of pure silver, but it is the coin aspect of it. You have to understand, if this was an American Silver Eagle, there is no possible way I could sell it to you for $169 or $189 or $199. I would have to be significantly more money. Remember that proof American 30th Anniversary Eagle I just sold? That's an amazing coin. This coin is 20 times rarer.
Wow.
There's nothing out there that is basically as rare as this particular coin.
And it's 5 ounces of silver.
5 ounces of silver. So continue to call in. The very first look, brand new. My first look, I came down to the studio earlier because we had to overnight our samples. They just were released Friday.
Oh, wow.
Basically.
Okay.
So we had to fly
them in. And I love that it's part of the National Park Series. We offered those the last show we did together.
But we offered those. Those were the 2010s at $300.